All right, ladies and gentlemen, Changemakers, episode number 11 will be beginning in just a couple seconds. I'll be doing the cue music. We'll be excited to get started. It is, of course, the day before Thanksgiving, and this is episode number 11 of Changemakers. You've seen people from American Ninja Warrior. You've seen Daryl Davis on this show. You've seen weight loss heroes, experts. You've seen people that are starting movements of their own, and it's just going to continue from here. This is a phenomenal episode. We've got Cartier Carey and his mother, Britney. If anybody saw the ABC News special on Cartier, and I've shared it on the Be the Change page, Streetlights page, etc., that's who's going to be on this show talking about the change being created in his life, in the world around him, and the fact that we all can be the change we wish to see in the world. So while you guys are coming in, say hello in the comment box. Tell me where you're from. Karen, I see you. Hello. Please share this episode. This is one of those fun ones that you don't have to worry about people judging anything on the terms of politics. This is good for everybody and good for all of those people that just want to be inspired to create change, motivated, etc. Marilyn, what's going on? Marilyn has shared it twice. You are a rock star. Thank you for that. I'm going to give you guys a couple more minutes. Come on. Again, hit the like button, share, comment away. Let me know where you're commenting from. From Georgia, Chris Rayleigh, welcome to the show. And again, this gets turned into a podcast tomorrow. We got London, England in the house. Paul Wadey. What's going on? I don't even know what time it is out there. Josephine, Texas. We got Brenda, Sherry, Terry from Wisconsin, people from all over the country. Again, keep sharing it. And we are about to get started. Make sure you comment where you guys are from. Thank you guys so much for joining the 11th episode of Changemakers. Long Island in the house. All right, let's get the party started. I know. There's like 78 things before we start an episode. And I can even see Cartier and his mom laughing in the background. Like, that is the cheesiest thing I have ever seen. All right, we are about to get started. To remind everybody what Changemakers is about, and it's kind of our flagship show here on Be the Change. And the whole concept behind it is to highlight people that are creating the change that they wish to see. We're motivating people. That's the whole concept of Be the Change, is to take action over awareness. Awareness is cool and all, but if there's nothing done after the awareness, then guess what? No change is actually made. So take action. Today's episode is a perfect example from that. It's 11:35 in England. Good to know. Good to know, Paul. Let's see. We got Angela, Nikki in the house, Jeanette from Kennesaw, North Carolina. A lot of people joining. Again, keep sharing this episode. Now, to tell you a little bit about what we've got going on with Be the Change, we're focusing a lot on trying to create more positivity. If you've seen, every day we do a positive story. We share something positive. Today is actually an inspiration of a story we shared 2 weeks ago that one of our streetlights found, I believe as though it was Nicole. She found the story and people started reaching out, and we managed to get Cartier and his mom to come on the show, which is awesome and really a perfect example of the community that we're in and the change that we can create. Again, as I said, this is all about inspiring you to realize that there's little things that we can do in our daily lives that create change in the world around us. I'm going to ask you guys for some favors right now. One, join the YouTube page. As we know, Facebook is becoming more and more of an issue to get content out. So youtube.com/C/Be the Change USA is how you find us on YouTube. And this is live on YouTube as well. And all of our shows between Truth Will Set You Free and this show, Changemakers, the day after, are turned into a podcast. So if you go to #BeTheChange.com/podcast, you will be able to listen to all the content we have created in those two shows. More shows to come. We'll be telling you a little bit about that in the upcoming weeks. Also, the way that we are funding this show and everything that we do, we have a good set of Patreons, but we definitely could use more. I keep that on the bottom of the page scrolling throughout the show. It is www.patreon.com/BeTheChangeUSA. We do, for those Patreons, they're getting Monday motivationals, little Monday motivation. And starting next week, we are going to be doing Getting Over the Hump Wednesday strictly for those that are Patreons. And then every so often for the higher level Patreons, we do Q&A sessions and actually talk about it. For today's episode, there is a chance that Cash Lee Kelly will be joining us because I think there's a lot of similarities between Cash and what Cartier does. We're going to see if he's able to join us at one point on the show. Now, before we get started, also last but not least, as you can see, we got cool gear like this. Be the Change with the square. We've got several things on the store. So just go to #BeTheChange.com and go to shop in the upper for details. We've got some specials for bulk purchases, especially around the holidays. All right, keeping that going on the bottom of the page. So the way we're going to get started, I want to play Cartier's 2.5-minute segment that he had on the ABC News segment with David Muir. I never know how to pronounce his name. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and play that to get started. And then I'm going to introduce this gentleman and his mother. And I cannot wait for this episode. And be ready. Ask some questions if you'd like to learn some more about their story. So let's go ahead and get started with this episode of Changemakers.
Finally tonight here, the children teaching us what it means to be America Strong. So many children going back to school, and that question, what did you do this summer? How did you cope this summer? And Cartier Carey and his answer, 11 years old, Hampton, Virginia, and he spent his summer at his lemonade stand, raising money to buy diapers and wipes, supplies for parents who have needed help during this pandemic.
Hi, David. My name is Cartier Carey. It's my first day.
It was his first day back today, his school online for now, but he's still hard at work on his own assignment, loading up that truck more than 22,000 diapers so far. So many families touched. His mother sharing this video with us of another mother who was moved to tears, saying this boy's work reminded her of a time when she was in need too.
You are helping so many people, you have no idea. You see this truck? I didn't know who had this truck.
Wow.
I lived in a church home. And coming from where I came from and now here, it's because of people like you. People give me diapers, you know. You're an amazing young man, and you can go far. You start out.
Wow.
You should be so proud of him.
Cartier telling us today about that moment this summer he won't forget.
It was heart-touching. I almost cried myself when she gave me a hug and started crying. After that made me just want to keep doing it.
Tonight, Cartier back to school, but still on that mission.
Others can make a difference, just like I'm doing right now. They can save lives and be heroes. They're never too young.
We loved Cartier's message on his first day of school. I'm David Muir. Good night.
All right, that's exciting. It's crazy. I mean, I grew up, as some of you guys know, we talk about, my upbringing a little bit on some of the different shows, and to see people that are helping those in need across the board. And I don't know if people even realize when they do good, the impact and the ripple effect they have across the board. So I'm very excited to introduce our guest for this episode of Changemakers. Tell you a little bit about this young gentleman. He's always had a soft spot for the homeless. He always wanted to give them anything that he had. And he started out doing things from his own packages that we'll talk about, to the homeless, to now these diapers, to even more today. So ladies and gentlemen, watching right now, again, hit the like button, hit the share button. You're going to want to see this. Introducing Cartier and his mother, Britney. Cartier, what's going on?
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good, man. Britney, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing fantastic. First off, thank you guys for being here.
You're welcome.
I'm glad our team was able to find your story. It's one of those ones on ABC News. They do the news stinks these days. I think we can agree. And I wish that those 2-minute segments were the 48 minutes of the news, and then there was 12 minutes of the bad stuff. I think that would be great. Cartier, tell everybody a little bit about yourself, how old you are, and how you got started being the young man that you are.
My name is Cartier Carey. I'm 11 years old. And I just love helping people, and I don't want to see them struggle.
So what was the first moment? First off, Britney, how many kids do you have?
5.
5, and Cartier, you're the youngest, right?
No, I'm the oldest.
They're the oldest. Got it. So the other way around. Sorry about that. Okay. So first off, good role model for the rest of the kids. That's awesome. And how old is the youngest kid?
1.
Oh, so you got a lot of work to do, Cartier. You're going to have to be making sure but the great part is you're going to have a whole bunch of employees for whatever large charity you start or whatever you do. You're going to have a whole team of people. So Brittany, was Cartier always kind of this precocious kid? Was he always kind of try to be this adult child?
Yeah, he always wanted to help the homeless. Like when we would be driving in the car and we would see like a homeless person, standing with a sign, he would be like, "Mom, can you give them something?" And I'd be like, "Cartier, I don't have something right now." He'd be like, "What do you have?" I'd be like, "All I have is gum." He'd be like, "Well, just give him some gum." And that's where it started. So whenever we would see him, he just wanted to help them and give them whatever he had. And he eventually, as he got a little bit older, he, started these Cardi packs, which are like care packages with, like hand sanitizer, toothbrushes, Slim Jims, things like that. And he would pass those out. Like he would physically go out and find like homeless people that he would see, like when we would drive past, and pass these bags out to them. And that's pretty much where it started with the homeless.
Yeah. So, okay. Because I heard it on the ABC, is it Cartier or Cartier?
It's Cartier.
Cartier. Okay. I got to get that right. Did they at ABC, they said Cartier, I think.
Yeah. They say it wrong.
Okay. What's funny is when I did it yesterday, when I did the preview for today, I said Cartier and I'm like, that doesn't sound right because I had heard it on ABC. So Cartier from this point forward. I always hate when people mispronounce names. So I apologize for that. Okay. So Cartier, what was it? Why did you get that feeling in your stomach that you always wanted to help the homeless? What gave you that like thing? What did it?
Because when we drive by homeless people, I would just always see them sitting on the streets, and I just want to give them things. I don't like seeing them struggle. I want them to be just like me.
So, out of curiosity, if you don't mind me asking, have you guys always been able to have Christmases and have have you ever had the financial struggles of the typical middle American whatever that we have in these days, or have you always been at least comfortable enough where you got to see that you could help other people?
We've been comfortable enough. It's in the community we live in, we have seen a lot of people struggle. So we've always just pretty much tried to help others because we've been fortunate to be able to, have Christmases, have Thanksgivings, birthdays without, really a struggle. So we just try to help. And I think that's kind of where he just wants he wants everybody to be, the same as like what he has and what he,
put us all on an even playing field. Like everybody has something. I started something some years back called the Thankful Project. And the intention was to give people Christmases. And it was because as a kid, me personally, I had great relatives that made sure that my Christmases were amazing. Although financially we were, poverty level, but there is something about the holidays. There's something about birthdays even that it's really important there's something about it that's just different. And I remembered how amazing, how I always felt like I was fine just because at least the holidays were special. And I think I think you're working on something for the holiday season, but first let's start out with what they were talking about with the diapers and the lemonade stand. So tell me, Cartier, tell me a little bit about that. What all of a sudden inspired you to do that?
Could you say it again? I couldn't.
No,
it broke.
No, oh, you're good. Tell me a little bit more about the lemonade stand and the diapers this year. How you came up with that idea and why you got that started.
Well, we started the lemonade stand and we wanted to spread awareness to single moms, and we just wanted to give out free diapers because we don't like seeing single moms struggle with their babies with the diapers. So I just said, why not give them diapers for free instead of paying for them?
Gotcha. Hold on. I'm going to bring you in and out. All of a sudden, it just started to cut out again. Give me 1 second. Try it again. Go ahead, if you could just pick up the phone for me. Maybe that'll do a little help. I don't know what happened. Sounds like Transformers. Go ahead and do me a favor. Call right. Yeah. Go ahead and call back in. Just go ahead and go in and go out for me. Do me that favor. Sorry about that. I got you, Nicole. I see a little bad static. We'll get them back up in just a second. Again, the next question I want to ask him is, how he came up with the lemonade stand and how he was motivated to help those single parent moms. 22,000 diapers, which is pretty amazing. So we're going to go ahead and get them back on right now as I'm getting messages saying there's a little bit of static. Let's see. All right. We'll see if we can get that back up in just a second. Aside from that, guys, so around the holidays, Thanksgiving, I know that Cash is doing some stuff right now with different families. Yes, Meryl, it sounds like somebody's eating potato chips. There's a lot of different things you can do around the holidays. And actually, if you want to start helping out for Christmas, you actually have to start looking now. It's a lot harder than you would think. The dog is eating the chair. That can't be good. So if you guys want to start looking what you could possibly do for Christmas, if you want to volunteer, now would be the time to start looking into those different things. See them backstage. Let's see if we got a better connection again. They started out great. Let's see if we can fix that. All right, bringing them back up.
Oh, nope.
It's a little foggy. Sounds better, though. All right, bring them back. We'll get them back up here. Don't worry, guys. And again, for those of you listening on the podcast tomorrow, have no fear. We will get them back up, I promise. If not, I'll have them call in and we'll do it that way, which is just as good. So with all that said, guys, as we bring them back up, if you have any questions for Cartier as well and his mom, go ahead and throw that in the box. I can't wait to hopefully hear what they've got planned after this. Woody is driving me nuts right now. I've given him bone after bone. I'm now in the new office with the dog. We're going to see. Angela, you have already found what organization to be donating percentage of your sales to, which is excellent. Appreciate that. Let's see if Woody will take some snacks to make him stop destroying things. How about that? Good boy. Let's see. We'll try to get them one more time back up. If not, we may have to postpone the second half. We'll do a second half, but stay with me for just another couple minutes. We're hopefully going to get them to log back on. It was working perfectly for a bit. But we'll have to see if we can get them back on. 2 change makers. Aside from that, if you want to see what we've got coming up, we are going to start doing some advertisements. So if I could ask you guys for help, I know a lot of you guys have been a part of Be The Change since the very beginning. So if you guys can send to the Be The Change page a 15, 30-second video. We've got a couple of them already. We'll start splicing them, and that'll be how we grow the movement. We need to keep people coming to the page. As we all know, with Facebook throttling certain things and pages, we have hit a little bit of a stagnation point. So I'm going to kind of juice it by spending some money. So see if we can get that done and get people to jump on. Oh, they look smooth. I think we're good to go. And we are back. Check 1, check 2. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, perfect. You guys are smooth again. All right.
Still interference.
You good?
It's a little bit of static. I'm trying to get everybody with their electronics away. Maybe that's what it is.
You sound on our end. You sound good, which is important. So you sound good. If you can hear me, if I need to repeat myself, that's fine. So we'll try that.
Okay, I got it. We can hear you.
Okay, perfect. All right, Cartier. Now we're back. Cartier. Sorry. Tell me what gave you the idea to create a lemonade stand to get these diapers out there? Why lemonade stand?
We wanted to spread awareness to single moms. And we would just see a lot of them struggling with their kids, and we wanted to give them free diapers instead of having to pay for them. So I said, why not just give them diapers for free? So
the lemonade stand, where did you do the lemonade stand?
The corner by our house, that's where we do it.
And you were able to make enough lemonade and sell enough lemonade to raise enough money for 22,000 diapers?
Yes, sir.
So first off, what was your sales pitch? How did you get people to, and for total, how much money total did it take in order to get the 22,000 diapers?
Well, the first day we made about like 7,000.
700.
Yeah, 700.
Oh, I was about to hire you for something. $7,000 in lemonade. Holy nuggets. 700 is also very impressive as well. Okay, so the first day was 700.
Yes.
And then how much total?
Total was about 22,000.
Total, I guess the intersection we were at caught a lot of attention.
Okay.
And we would set up his lemonade stands, and then, you know, my kids and some of the kids from the neighborhood would help out. And we would also have a table set up with diapers, and, you know, it would say free diapers for single parents. And it kind of just brought a lot of attention. People would come by and drop off diapers. People would come and pick up diapers. And then people would just come and donate. Like the lemonade only cost $1, but they would donate, you know, $20. And pretty much every day, like the kids were just so excited to help. So every day they'd be like, when we finish, can we go to Walmart to get more diapers? And we would just go fill up the car with more diapers. And then we would just pretty much repeat it. They would go out there every day, Monday through Saturday from like 11 to 3, and would set up this lemonade stand.
And how many weeks did this go for?
It went from July, I think it was July 13th until August, probably the end of August.
Gotcha. So again, almost 2 months, and you raised, I think what I saw online was about $4,500.
We've raised, we've raised over 45,000.
4,500. 45,000. $45,000.
Yes.
In lemonade and donations.
Yes.
And then is there, so 22,000 diapers.
The updated number we've donated over, the other day, our total was at 53,000 diapers. So it's more than that now, because we still have, Hello Bello gave us like 4 pallets full of diapers. And I'm still counting those, so I haven't got a tally of exactly how many that is.
So do you still have extra? So you've got 50 something thousand diapers that have gone out or in the process of going out.
Those have gone out.
Those have gone out.
Mm-hmm.
And then, and this is amazing. So then how much do you still have funds left as well to buy more diapers or to do more with?
We still have funds, and we have a storage where we store our diapers. And we currently, I have like 4 pallets full of diapers here that we have to transport to this storage. And we're going to do a diaper distribution on the 5th to get rid of these diapers that we have now. And then we just keep buying, you know, diapers in bulk off of like Amazon. And people also order off our Amazon wish list, and the diapers come here as well.
What's the page for that? Do you know how to link that? Or do you want to just go ahead and give that to me afterwards, and I'll put it up on the page for people to add more to it as well.
Okay.
And we'll have Cass share it. So what's funny about this is, I mean, I don't think everybody realizes how expensive diapers are and how big of a deal that is. So again, going back to my family, and this is another reason I think this story meant so much to me is, I had a single parent mom starting at the age of like 7 or 8, but even before then, we just didn't have much. And my grandma, the one thing she always used to send, my grandma Olive, my Italian grandma Olive, she would send us diapers. Mm-hmm. And her name became, to me, to the day that she passed away, her name was Grandma Huggy. So, and it was all because of the diapers. And it really does. It's amazing how much the little things can change somebody's situation in life. And Cartier, you met that mom. You met the mom that was telling you how much she needed this at one point in your life and how big of a deal.
Yes.
How much does that mean to you to know that you are bringing people to tears? And honestly, there's a lot of people, when we shared your story on our page, that cried. I cried because it would have meant to me. I'm also a little bit of a crier, so let's not even talk about that. But ultimately, do you understand what you're doing for people on top of just providing diapers?
Yes.
Good. I'm glad you do. What does that mean to you to be able to not just give away the diapers, but to make people feel this sense of positivity that we don't have enough of in this country?
It makes me feel like a great person, because I'm actually helping a lot of people, like people from out of states. And yeah, like I said, it makes me feel like a great person.
Well, you are, and you're going to keep being a greater person as you go, because if your ideas are this good and you're this good at marketing, you're in good shape. So before I get into future plans in life, you're working on something else right now as well. I think for the holidays. What do you got coming up? What's your next endeavor?
It's a toy drive. Like we're gonna give away toys. Like a couple days before Christmas.
And then did you have a goal before this diaper one started? You like, I want to get this many diapers. Did you have a goal then?
Yes, we had a goal. We wanted to like go out of states and give diapers to other people and like meet them in person.
Okay. Did you have a number, Mom? Did either of you guys like go, all right, we want to get, 5,000 diapers, and obviously you've done way more than that. Did you have an original number in mind?
We originally we had wanted to help out just a large amount, and then we had went to like 5,000 diapers, and we bypassed that in like a week, and then it went to 25,000 diapers, and we bypassed that within like a month, and it just kept
going.
Yeah, so now it's just like we're trying to at least reach before the year is up. We want to distribute over 100,000 diapers, which I feel like we're gonna reach that before the end of December. So
what is what's your goal now because you're also going to start working on the toy drive. What's your vision? What's your thoughts for the toy drive, Cartier?
I want to see a lot of people come out and get toys. I want to see people smiling, and yeah, when I see people smile, it just makes me feel great, like I'm actually helping people.
Awesome. Well, I'm sure whatever you do with the toys, you're going to have a bunch of them. I'm sure that you will be helping far more people than even you expected in the beginning. So let's talk future, Cartier. You're about to be 12, which means you're going into what grade? 7th?
Yeah, 7th.
7th. Wait, I don't even know what part of the year it is. So did you just start 7th grade?
No, I just started 6th grade.
Okay, so you're middle of 6th, whatever the school year is. Who knows?
He'll be 12 on Sunday.
On Sunday? Oh, you're like right there. So if you guys want to make his birthday special, he doesn't really care about getting anything. He wants diapers. So we're gonna put the link up after this. So let's skip ahead. What do you want to be when you get older? What's your dream?
I want to be an NFL player.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and as an NFL player, I plan on helping people too while I do that.
So what position do you play right now?
I play running back and wide receiver.
So you're fat. I was a chubby offensive lineman, so I'd be trying to block for you. That's and I was mediocre at best. So this is why I do this now. But so if you don't, and NFL is great, so you're going to help people. You're going to have charities, as you play and whatever. So is there anything like what's your favorite school subject? What would you be if you weren't an athlete? And I'd say go be an NFL player 100%. But what would be your second thing?
I would be a president if I wasn't an NFL player. So, I can help the community out. I can help everybody out.
Well, you could do, I mean, in a perfect world, you could do both. You could be an NFL player. You can have all these charities. And then when you're done and over 36 years old, you can run for president. If we could have a reality TV star as a president, we can also have an NFL player as president as well. Right?
Yes.
Right. Well, we got plenty of time for that. You got, 25 years. My math is great. 25 years until you turn 36. And as Britney said, always good to have a backup plan. You never know. And if president's your backup plan, I used to say police officer was my backup plan, which ironically enough, in this world without events, I might end up becoming one. Who knows? We're down to our last line. If president is your backup, I love how high you're setting the goals. That's the way to do it. Let's see. So we got some happy birthdays for you in there. Kids for Change 747. Is that your page on Facebook?
No, Kids for Change 757.
Kids for Change.
With the number 4.
757. Oh, Kids for Change 757. Excellent. I just want to give you guys a little private information. My dog, I let run around all day. I kind of live in this land right now, and I don't know what he ate, but it is absolutely brutal the way that it is affecting me right now. It's making me have tears in my eyes. That's a different story, but it's hard to focus because I can taste it. With that said, let's see. as a mom, Brittany, that has a kid like Cartier, and I'm sure other great kids as well. What was it that you can point your parenting to that gave you the ability to know, like that actually you think incited this kind of care? What did you instill in them that made them the kids that they are, specifically Cartier?
He's just always been that type of person. I don't know if it's because he's the oldest, and then I'm not sure. He's just always been like that. And we always teach them to give to others, and he's always been like a big helper because he's the oldest of 5. So he's always helped his little brothers and sisters. And we just pretty much, whenever he wants to do something, we just back him and, whatever plan that he has, that he puts his mind to.
Do you guys do, just out of curiosity, do you guys do church or anything like that?
Their dad is really big into church. I'm always, with 5 kids, is very difficult, and they're all different. They all have different personalities, and trying to sit with them, it's very hard. So their dad is really in the church. He knows the Bible very well, but I'm not really a big church person.
You get doses here and there on both sides. You get it, and it was, it's the same in all different families. So it's balance. It's balance. That's how it is. Because if you were super big into the church and dad was too, sometimes maybe they're too busy just doing church stuff. So you give them the ability to run free. All right. Aside from football, Cartier, what and also I guess, all the different charity things that you do, any other hobbies that you have?
I also do rap too.
Oh,
My rap name is Cartier Fresh, Lil Cardi.
I like Lil Cardi.
Yeah, he's on YouTube. All his music is like kid friendly. He's been doing that for a while. He used to be obsessed with Michael Jackson. He was him for Halloween. So yeah, Cartier is just a character.
Well, I'm not going to make you spit some bars right now. We'll save that for another time. But if you got something, I'll share it and whatever. But definitely want to stay in touch with you guys as you do stuff. Keep sharing everything that you do. Do me a huge favor too. Whenever you do stuff, and if you've got video, I'm going to make sure I'm following that page. If you put it up or if you don't put it up, whatever, send it to me and I will throw it up on my page, because the more positive content, the better. I think that's what the world needs right now. And you guys are a perfect example of it. So as we almost are done with this episode, is there any messages, and I'm going to ask you guys both this. First, I'll start with you, Brittany. In a world in a country that seems that we're lacking positivity, what kind of advice can you give to people that think that it's hopeless and they don't know how to help or anything like that?
Just to keep moving forward, especially now with this COVID. A lot of people are like depressed, and it's just a hard time with people losing their jobs. Just to keep moving forward, and this will all end soon, and just to keep moving forward is what I would say.
Stay positive.
To stay positive, basically. Yes.
And I'm going to ask you now, Cartier, what kind of advice can you give people that want to stay positive?
They're never too old or never too young, and it's never too late. They can help people just like I'm doing right now. They can help people too. They don't have to sit around all day, because everyone will have their chance.
It's kind of, have you ever heard of karma, Cartier?
Yes.
It's kind of like karma. Like when you look to do for others, it'll come back to you. And it's like, if you're going through a rough patch, then help others, and all of a sudden your situation might change as well. Right?
Yes.
That's the message that I get from you guys. And I think that things are going to keep coming to you as your life goes on. And I hope that life continues to be blessed and be fun and be happy. And people will sometimes look at you, Cartier, and go, oh, you know what? He always has good things happen to him. He's just lucky. Absolutely not. You earned every bit of it because of what you do for the world, and that hard work that you do for others is why things are going to come back to you tenfold, and you're going to have people help you along the way. And it's just because they want to, because you're a great person and you're a great young man. And Britney, you've done an amazing job. So in terms of music, I want to, since Cash couldn't jump on, I don't think he's going to jump on this episode. So he actually does music as well. I don't know if you've seen Cash Lee Kelly on some of our videos. Before we completely head out of here, once the show's over, I'll give you guys a chat. He's actually very talented, and he's been releasing some music as well. You guys should totally do some music together. And he's got like 400,000 followers on Facebook. So you guys, maybe you'll get a little, little hype man, a little PR, whatever it might be. So with that said, I think we're pretty much wrapped up. If there's any other, we got some great comments. Great job, Britney. I don't think that's spelled correctly, but it's close enough.
It's almost, it's just with an A.
Oh, here it is. Oh, this is, okay. So Britney, but okay. Yep, we got it. Let's see. Bum, bum, bum. So proud of this kid. I don't even want to call him a kid. I had the same issue. I was like, you're not a kid. You're a young gentleman is what you are. And she says she's known men with less character than this gentleman right here. I know people that have lived a whole life with less character. So Cash likes Michael Jackson too. Fun fact. All right. So guys, I want to thank you so much. We are going to post up everything. Let's see. Somebody wants to, Angela, if you're all going to do a Christmas auction drive, I would be honored to donate some of my products. Let me see if I could find the Kids for Change. So this is the correct way to search on Facebook. Does that look correct? Kids for Change
757. Yes, and it's the same on Instagram as well.
Same on the IG. Excellent. All right, so that's where you're going to find these guys. Cartier and Britney, thank you guys so much for being on Changemakers. If anybody wants to watch or listen to this episode, it will be on a podcast starting tomorrow on our podcast page, and it'll always live forever on YouTube as well as Facebook. So make sure you check it out. Please share this out. This is such a great story, and also this helps out them as well so that they can continue to get their word out, and hopefully 100,000 diapers is the goal, and then a whole bunch of kids getting set for Christmas. I want to stay in touch with you guys, see if I can help. You guys already have something great started. Do you guys have a 501c3 already set up, or are you just doing it?
Yes, we have the nonprofit and the 501c3. I believe that's exactly what it's called.
Yeah. When did you guys start that?
We started the nonprofit in July, and then I did the 501c, I believe, in September.
Okay, so you're still getting the paperwork back. We're doing the same with streetlights. It takes the government.
It takes a little while.
Yeah. So you probably, what state are you in?
Virginia.
So you probably have the state paperwork, but you're gonna have to wait about 6 to 8 months on the national paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
It's so fun when you try to help.
Right. They give you a hard time.
Well, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. Don't go anywhere. Stay backstage. And then I will chat with you guys real quick. And I want to thank you guys, everybody out there. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for joining Cartier and his mom, Britney, and pulling you guys in back with one final message. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, actually, do you want to say goodbye? Sorry.
Bye.
So good at my job. Just kidding. I want to thank you guys for being a part of this episode. I know that our views are not as high as they were. We're going to make sure we keep sharing it out. That's why we're going to start investing in Facebook. We feel like we've had such organic growth. We've grown to this team of 16,000 followers, and we used to have way more views than we do now. So I think it's one of those things of we have to scratch Facebook's back so they can scratch ours. So hopefully we'll keep continuing to get these great stories out there. We had great numbers last night on Truth Will Set You Free. Please share this out there. I think this is a great story. All these changemaker stories are phenomenal. And again, this one meant a lot to me. And I know some of you guys cried on the story, but I've had a lot of successes in my life, but you never know when people are going through a hard time. People don't know how I was raised. People don't know how you were raised, etc. And for somebody like Cartier to be there, helping people that are going to create that ripple effect. I recently read a story about this man that continued to give free stuff to these kids in a bad neighborhood at the general store. And it was the 3 marble story, which I'm going to read and actually play one time. But it's the same concept that at this man's funeral, years and years later, these kids who grew up to be, after being very, very poor, grew up to be in the military, lawyers, etc., successful individuals. You don't know where they'd be without people like the guy at the general store, or you don't even know where somebody would be like that 11-year-old turning 12 this week, Cartier. You don't know the impact you're going to make. You don't know the ripple and the wave that comes from the actions and the little things that you do. So remember to be the change you wish to see in the world. Help us out. If you've been a fan of us from the beginning or even just joined us, if we've meant something to you, send that video over to Be the Change so we can put together a couple videos, get it out there, grow the mission some more, continue to grow the views, and grow the stories just like Cartier and his mom, Britney. Thank you guys for joining us here at Changemakers, episode number 11. It was a fun one. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Like, share, etc.